Hello, friends, and more importantly, enemies. How are you guys? I'm doing great, except for this one tiny little thing, and that is at this current moment, at the end of October 2020, I am expecting Attack on Titan's final season to be awful, and that is distressing to me. And I realize that's some bold shit to say and that there is an explanation required. Do not worry, an explanation I shall provide. However, before that, we need to talk about something, and that is I don't follow anime news anymore. I've said it before. I think I mentioned it in a somewhat recent video and then in one more before that, but I stopped keeping up with that shit earlier this year. I kind of just dropped the whole anime news circuit, and that was for two main reasons. Firstly, because it was getting really, really annoying, because sites like Crunchyroll are run by brain-damaged tardigrades that legitimately think that English voice actors have even a modicum of talent or value. I follow your bitch ass to see upcoming anime announcements, not retard McGee bragging about their 2 out of 10 performance as the year too late English version of Tanjiro the Demon Slayer. Secondly, I started to build myself a decent little information network. You know, your boy was sucking up clout. I have I don't know, tens of subscribers, and because of making videos, I hear all kinds of anime news anyways. I don't really need to follow any specific accounts because it all trickles to me and I slurp it up that way. I never really miss out on relevant releases and announcements, and I always be finding out those juicy rumors, so after I dropped the anime news thing, basically it wasn't my choice initially. I just decided not to get back into it because I literally didn't need to. Now, why the fuck in the world is any of this relevant? Because I decided to stop reading the Attack on Titan manga long ago. For me personally, the anime just hits harder in this case. I think that Attack on Titan as a form of media is better animated than written. Hey, fuck you. That's my opinion and I'm right because I'm me. And so I decided to be anime only after mid season 2, I would say. So that means that all I know about this show's future from everything that isn't animated, everything after the anime so far, I've only heard about that from other people. And considering that I used to co-host a podcast with Attack on Titan manga fan RTL Faith, I've heard a lot from a lot of different people. And what people are saying to me is confusing and scary, and I don't like it. I'm hearing wild shit. I'm hearing that Eren completely transforms as a character and is completely unrecognizable, that the show changes, that everything changes, that everything's different, that everything goes buck wild, that Attack on Titan goes from, mid-tier to GOAT status. And here's the scary part is it's apparently doing all of that in the manga in a short amount of time. And that part sounds cool, but what I don't like is that this is all going to go down in 20-ish episodes? A show that, mind you, has already had its fair share of pacing issues. And now you're telling me that everything has to change, escalate, and resolve in 20 episodes? How the fuck could I be hopeful about this, and why are you guys hopeful about this? Why am I not seeing widespread panic, especially considering what has been going on with anime recently? For the record, I like this series. I know how much stupid runs through the clogged arteries of YouTube commenters, so let me be as clear as possible here. I like the Attack on Titan anime, and I want the final season to be good. I may expect it to be bad, but I do not desire that outcome. Tempering expectations is important, though. It is incredibly important, and since we're all gamers here, we're all big boy pro gamers, I might as well give a couple gaming analogies that fall on opposite sides of the spectrum that I've dealt with personally. No Man's Sky and Lawbreakers, Sean Murray and Cliffy B. In the case of No Man's Sky, what happened is potential customers set expectations far too fucking high, and the game could never hope to meet them, therefore released as a disappointment. And then in the other one, in Lawbreakers, Boss Key expected the market to be much more hyped for their game and released a game that was way too good compared to what people were expecting, and so people just kind of wrote it off as, whatever, I don't like that. Or actually, I guess I didn't ever really hear anyone who played Lawbreakers say they didn't like it, so I guess people just didn't try it. Either way, For me, I was in it with both these games. I pre-ordered both of them. Not to brag, but I was an early adopter, and that apparently means something on the internet. They're both very different now, as you can see by Lawbreaker's numbers. But to be completely fair, it wasn't that insanely long ago that No Man's Sky had numbers like this as well. And what is important here is to show just the effect that not tempering expectations can have and how important that is. In fact, that's basically the point of this entire video. Attack on Titan is just what this panic is directed at right now, what is the current cause of it. But all I really want to say is just please don't be dumb, and be sure to temper expectations so that we don't get any more webtoon anime type shit happening. And don't explain to your friends when you're telling people, if you're okay, let's be real here. If you're an Attack on Titan manga fan, you're caught up with the manga, feel free to explain it to people, talk about it to people. I'm sure they'll fucking love it. I'm sure they love you and they love being friends with you. That being said, don't oversell them. Use your brain, be objective, and understand that you need to keep things reasonable. Because if you set this up as Attack on Titan is guaranteed going to be GOAT status, best shonen of all time, and it comes out and it's like really good, that's still a huge difference in what we were expecting. Disappointment will ensue. And so far, 2020 has just been filled with shit like that. We had Tower of God was supposed to be like the next... I hate saying this because it's so cringe and I don't like One Piece. Well, yeah, no, I don't like One Piece. I'm coming out swinging. Fuck One Piece, dude. But it was supposed to be people were saying the next One Piece, and it turned out like dog shit. No one even talks about Tower of God anymore. I bet people who were watching Tower of God don't even remember it existed. Then God of Highschool came out, and oh boy, it was supposed to be like, no, guys, this is the next Dragon Ball. It's gonna be so sick. You won't be able to live without this shit. Oh, what happened? It's fucking garbage, and no one talks about it anymore. Noblesse? I don't know, honestly, because no one talked about it to begin with, because everyone hated it. I realize that I said hated it. I don't mean hated Noblesse. I mean hated the webtoon anime adaptations that came before. People like Noblesse. They love vampires and shit like that. All I want is Attack on Titan's final season to be good. Please, Mr. Anime, let that happen. That's literally all your boy wants. That's all Squid wants, is a good conclusion to this story. I don't want it to be too rushed. I don't want the pacing to be a disaster. I actually used to say Attack on Titan syndrome as a way of explaining their show had pacing problems. Maybe I should bring that back. Smash the comment button if you think that I should bring that back. Anyways, that's it for this video. It really devolved there at the end. But I will see you guys in another video pretty soon. I'm not sure how long it'll take, but it will eventually come out one day.